10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Okay, we're going to start off at the house, I guess. $300. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna fight some guards down here. Of course, mention I'm gonna hit the record button. Oh, he has a sword. Is he gonna give me a sword? He's gonna give me a sword. Vanilla sword. Oh, and a bomb. That's great. Heart piece. I will grab these two magics, and I will step outside to see what's in the Tier 1 tree pole. If it's money, I'll do it again when I exit the village. If it was more money than that. Oh god, you know what? We have a sword. I'm gonna do the castle. I will be saving and quitting out of the dungeon cell. I do not have crisp dash lines. Yeah, that's one of the things. There's a streamer that I watch, DDR Kirby. They are very good at this game, and also cute, and that's what they do. Okay, that's one item. If they have the ability to do Hyrule Castle right off the bat from Uncle there, they will do it. And they get such good times that I have to take it as good advice. Oh, I should kill you too. 4 bombs. Four bombs. Map. Okay. Part of me wants to say we haven't gotten anything super useful out of here so far, but we have got 7 bombs. Which is pretty good. Give me that pot. Pot you once. Pot you twice. Give me the key. And more bombs. Okay, well, Hyrule Castle was all bombs. Sure, let's do Sanctuary next. The flippers. You know what? Getting the flippers there, not so bad. Although it does mean I can't do the Houlihan room. Because the way that I set it up involves jumping in the water 4 times. However, having the flippers means... Ooh, cape. Oh, that means I'm a lamp away from being able to do Aga. Interesting. But yeah, having the flippers means that I can get into the waterfall cave, and Bridge Guy is in logic. Yoink. What do you got? Arrows? Out of my way. Okay. Let's see what we got on the legend here. Do I need to fight Aga? It's a bottle, so I don't want to say no. In theory, I could need to fight Aga to get that bottle. If all the other bottles are in the Dark World, and the sick kid has... If the sick kid has the Moon Pearl, then that bottle is required. 20 bucks. This is where our boots would be. blue mail. It's just sort of purple's guarded up a little bit, which is fine. I suppose it would be basically technologically impossible to have one of her different color schemes for the different armor sets be, you know, her first appearance where her colors were all like tie-dye, basically. Because you can't get that much color variety in just a sprite doing a palette swap. That would have been pretty. $300. $20. I officially don't need to worry about Zora money. More bombs and $20. Ooh, for a solid 666 rupees. And now I've ruined it. More bombs. 696. Which is also a decent number. Alright, let's see what's going on in the well. Ooh, bottle. Never mind. Aga is not required. And it's a good bee. I could, I should keep it, I suppose. Boomerang. Yes, please. $300. $50. 10 arrows. The well is, you can't spell wealth without well. But only with one L. What do you got? Heart. Okay. Yes, I am going to keep my bee for the time being. So why would I keep the bee? I'm just going to cash it out. Like, okay, here's the thing about the bee. You know what? No, I'll keep the bee for Mini Moldorm Cave. Yeah. We have a plan. I'm like, I want the bee to be gone when I get to Waterfall Cave. Ooh, heart. Okay. Up to 5 health already. Because Waterfall Cave has a fairy fountain in it, I can throw the bottle in and see what I get. I might even get a bee. Heart piece. Okay. Yes, the odds are not terrible about getting possibly a blue potion. Really, any potion would be nice. What's in here? $50. I really don't need this money, but I'm grabbing it. Mo money, mo problems. We have a sword, so I'm just going to go directly into the race game. I'm not going to check on the prize, I'm just going to go for it. Also, at the end of the race game, I will check the map, because I realize I haven't done that yet. It is bombs, which I guess I could use 3 more of. Stream Boo! Okay. I mean, I can't do any of these dungeons, so whatever. I swear to God, Stream Boo ads. Who's fallen for these? You gotta have at least some level of, like, internet awareness to be streaming on Twitch, I would assume. It's weird to me. We do not yet have a lamp, or not lamp, mirror or hookshot, so I need to do this. I guess blue cane. Interesting. Yeah, I probably do overestimate tech literacy, honestly. Not everybody on the internet knows how to search through the page source information in order to pull out a video file that you're not supposed to be able to download. Heart piece. Yeah, sure. We're gonna go this way. I'm gonna need, you know, what's stun prize? Just heart. All right, B. Thank you, B. Ooh, glove. We did need that. Hammer, very nice. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. And heart. Peace. Not everyone knows, don't download the Purple Ape. Exactly. Oh my god, Bonzi Buddy. No, you know what? They're basically encouraging us to download Bonzi Buddy now. What is he but other than a primitive AI, right? Microsoft has now bundled Bonzi Buddy with all of their software. Oh no! Bonzi Buddy's back? Miserable. Why would they do it? I mean, I know why they do it. For the reason I just said. It's just AI again. Wah! Into the hole. Into the hole. Come on, Garnet. An app for finding deals. Don't get bonked. This Garnet can swim. In the TV show, she just sort of walks under the water. Just like the Tick. 10 bombs over there. I don't need to worry about that. So, like, I guess Bonzi Buddy and Honey had, like, an illegitimate love child then? We got here... Heart. Alright. Well, with the glove, I can officially go up the mountain. But only because I know how to do that place in the dark. I shouldn't be able to go up the mountain, but I can. Also, I can do the front part of, I can do the front part of Eastern Palace. I can't necessarily do the back, because I don't have the, ooh, mushroom. I don't have the bow. Alright, Fountain, what do you give me? A bee! A good bee, in fact. It just gave me the bee back. God, I do love that just, like, Clippy. Okay. We all hated that thing. We've all made jokes about how much Clippy was terrible. And the fact that they've basically forced us to have Clippy installed in every Microsoft app now is just a nightmare scenario. Heart piece. Alright. I also spaced on what was down here, but I don't think it was anything useful, but I'm going to have a look anyway. Oh, full heart container. You know what? I don't regret getting it. Also, I feel as though Clippy being pregnant is something that, like, an internet artist would do as a shitpost. So I think it's acceptable that you have no exposure to this. And probably more healthy. I don't believe I've seen it. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I'm pretty sure that, like, it's definitely something that I've probably seen, but, like, my brain didn't catalog it. Because why would it? Yeah, it's that kind of shitpost that people do. Okay, what do we got in the back here? Bombs. Heart piece. $1. Hey, where's Green Pendant, old man? Go in the Green Pendant in Skull Woods. Alright, don't go to Skull Woods then. I like that I used the sword. I could have just hit him with the hammer. It does a lot more damage. Like that. Just a lot of damage. Go up the stairs. Garnet's too thick. She can't fit up the stairs. Very nice cape dash on that hallway. Small shield. Okay, that's one of 3 items in here. Yes, that is the one benefit of being able to just go into and doing Eastern Palace is there's 3 items in this place. At the very worst, one of them will be out of reach. So there's at least 2 things in here. I'm gonna have to come in here eventually anyway, so it's worth looking. Big key. Okay. That might be good. Look, I am at this point immune to bizarre fandom pairings. It was still... There's that one webcomic that somebody... Ooh, Mirror! Okay, that's huge. Never mind. Mirror, this is a good place to go. Good routing on my part. Caches in Ganon's Tower. Makes sense. There's that one webcomic that somebody was doing. It ran for like 10, 15 years. Map. Okay. If Compass is on boss, then this is good. Yeah, they shipped Renamon from Digimon, and also it's like a cat girl from a long-forgotten 90s TV series called Captain Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars. And her name is Jenny. Jenny the Psychic Cat Girl. And she's just, like, having weird casual sex with Renamon. The Toad... Yeah, Slippy the Frog is from Star Fox is in there, too. As is Samus. Wait, what am I doing? Use the cape. Compass. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, he's there too. And in fact, he ends up in a relationship with Jenny at the end, I think. I should just save and quit out of here. Maybe I should have gone up the mountain. Or maybe I should have gone... You know, this is fine. This is fine. I'm going to go to the back of Escape, in fact. Yeah, I had completely... It showed up on my radar at one point, and I brushed it aside, and it was out of my memory for so long. And then a friend of mine did gift art for the guy who does the comic, and I'm just like, oh, this reminds me of this webcomic that like lived in the recesses of my mind. And he's just like, yeah, that's who this is for. Like, really? What a small world. Alright, we are going to run up the mountain. I have a sword so I can see in the dark. Ow. Now I want heart. I have sword, I can see in the dark. I have the mirror, so I have the ability to go up the mountain, or yeah, all the way up, and do the dungeon up there, Tower of Hera. And I also have the hammer, so I can access the east side of Death Mountain as well. Okay, I should now be old manned. We just walk to the right until we can walk right no further. There we go. Spin to kill the bats. And exit, and we are on the mountain. Old man gives me a full heart container, which is a good item to get my hands on at this stage in the game. We are running. He gave you his heart. It's true. He's the wizard and I'm the Tin Man. Okay, up on top of Spectacle Rock is a heart piece. Inside of Spectacle Rock is the fire rod. We're gonna go get that. Because I realize I need fire in order to do Tower of Hera. Potentially. I don't know if I need to go into the basement, but if I do, the basement requires fire. And with the use of the fire rod, I will be able to do that. Switch over to the bombs so that I can do the bomb jump to get back. Oh, I screwed it up. Okay. I missed all of them? God, now I know how Piccolo feels. That is a reference to original Dragon Ball. In the martial arts tournament where Goku fought Piccolo when he was still going by the name Piccolo Jr. They're having a just absolutely brutal fight, a total slobber knocker, just drag down, throw out, yeah, just absolute. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I love that. Oh, but yeah, Goku and Piccolo absolutely just wailed on each other. It was fantastic. And there's a part where Piccolo like shoots Goku with a beam of some sort. It's not the special beam cannon. He hasn't developed that yet at this point. But it like punches straight through Goku's like shoulder. And he's like, "It's a good thing you have lousy aim. You missed all of my vital organs." And Piccolo just goes, "All of them?" He got him in Swamp Palace. Oh, gosh. Okay, you know what? We're going up. We're going up. There might be something valuable in the basement. But this is just also just the line read on all of them. God, the episode where they had to get their driver's licenses. You know, filler really was an art at times. That's such a memorable episode. 10 arrows. Okay, that's one of 2 items that's in here. Yeah, like, here's the great part about filler, is sometimes it just gives you an opportunity to learn something about a character. Small key. We hate to see that. Like think about it like this. If it weren't for the fact that they didn't do filler for the series, the beach party episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, that would be considered filler. It didn't contribute to the main story arc. All it did was tell us a little something about some of the side characters. But it's one of the more memorable episodes. Ow. Ow! Yeah, exactly. She would show up sometimes and just be like a menace, and then go away. And by having her actually, like, be around... No, I missed. There we go. By having her actually be around for a full episode, we were able to actually, like, get a feel for her as a character. Dang it, I gotta go to the basement. And we will be going to the basement. Oh. I'm like, who messaged me on Discord? Nobody messaged me. It's just Wordle telling me that it's time to do another game. I will not be doing Wordle at the moment because I'm streaming. Okay, and with that, it's time to have a drink. I'm going to go to the bottle for my Diet Pepsi. Because with how long this room takes, I have the time to actually, like, unscrew and rescrew a lid. Alright. Whoosh whoosh. What do we got? Bloomerang. Not worth it at all. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Didn't take that long. Gave me an opportunity to drink. It's fine. We're gonna go check out this side of the mountain now. Ow. I guess we'll just jump down to Spiral Cave. I should have looked at the mountain. Oh well. It's fine. There's the floating island item, and I don't know what it is, because I didn't bother to look. I can have a look after I do Paradox Cave, though. It's fine. Bombos! Might be important. I neglected to look at what was in the Dark World for crystals and pendants. I mean, I know Skull Woods is a pendant at least, so I don't need to do that. You bought a pizza where the box is too big for your fridge. There is a solution to that. You can sort of fold the box in on top of itself. And then you'll have to, like, also set pizza slices on top of each other, but, like, they'll fit in the fridge. 20 bucks, heart piece. Okay. It's been a while since I did Pizza. Halloween was the last time I went there. And I didn't go there, their pizza came to me. $20. Heart piece. 20 bucks. Heart piece. Bombs. You could do that too. This is not the right spot, is it? Not even close. Wow. Alright. At that point, it's faster to just go down and around. Yeah, Ziploc bag them. Ziploc bags need to go on my list for shopping. The office is having a little cookery contest. And I am planning on bringing my world-famous biscuits. Yes, we have... Oh, 10 arrows. Okay, I don't need those. We have one person in the chat who is familiar with my biscuits. Okay, God, what did we get the ability to do? I guess we'll go check out the desert and see what Agina's got. Aw. I mean, they're really easy to make, but also I wouldn't blame you for not having the ingredients on hand on account of, like, you know, gluten. Didn't mean to kill that guy. Oops. Oh yeah, I also have mushroom to turn in. I've just been, like, holding off on it. Because if I find the red cane, I could do fake powder. Ooh, Master Sword over there. I'll have to remember to get that. Yeah, I do make pretty good biscuits. They're going to have to be smaller than I usually make because they're supposed to, like... The whole office is going to need some. What do we got here? Moon Pearl. Okay. Alright, that's good. We can officially function in the Dark World. Save and quit. We're going to Kakariko. Yeah, with the hammer I can access the Dark World portal. And armed with the Moon Pearl, I can actually function in the Dark World as a full-fledged Garnet and not two small gems doing a piggyback ride. Which, while adorable, not combat functional. Oh, I mean, in Gem Society, everything about Garnet is a little bit scandalous. Yeah, I'll need Ziploc bags, and I think that's actually all I'm going to need for this baking project. Whoop. I'm going to also need to get ingredients for cookies to bake the next week, because, I mean, Christmas coming up, so... I always throw in Christmas cookies for folks. Alright, what do we got? A little heart and a big heart. Okay. We are up to 11 heart pieces already, which is a little bit strange, but we roll with it. Speaking of rolling with it, falling backwards. Ten arrows. God damn it. Okay. We're in the Dark World now. I'm going to check the map. Okay, this is a crystal. I guess we're going to do this. I can do this. Actually, I can definitely do this. I have the, I've got the blue cane. So the boss in this place is going to be a pushover. First chest gave me 300 rupees. Master Sword. Okay. Sword upgrade is huge. We love getting better sword. But that is also half the items in the dungeon. Yes, Thieves Town has 4 items in total, and then 4 dungeon items for a grand total of 8 chests to open. Well, 7 chests to open and a boss to kill. Goddamn, 3. Okay, we are going to get... I mean, this has to be the big key, so there's 1 item in the back. As by process of elimination, that has to be the big key. It's got to be in one of the 4 chests up in the front. Otherwise, you'd never be able to get in the back. Because this door... Ugh. Did not mean to do that. Bonk was unintentional. You know what? That was a respectable use of that cape. I'm fine with that. Hopefully I can find a little bit of magic to make up for the use, but if not, it'll be fine. I have the Master Sword. And there's our last item. Which means the basement has the map and the compass. And a small key. Okay, the basement has the map and a small key, or possibly a compass and a small key, and the boss has either the map or the compass. Oh! I'm still figuring out how to do that room optimally. Probably bonking off of the wall isn't actually that good of a strategy. No! That guy almost hit me. For a second, I was like, why am I going this way? But also, I need to get the girl. But I don't need to get any other chests, so I'm not even going to bother with the other thing. Yeah, compass, see? Honestly, if the boss has the map, that means that the small key is in the big chest, so I actually don't need that. We'll see what comes along. Okay. Tried to catch fog, but I missed. Oh. Okay, we're doing it. Blue Cane. Wrexham. Give me the map or the compass. Map. Okay. Small key in the basement, then? We're officially done in here. I know. We're gonna go up this way. They never address what the fuck is going on with Helia in WoW. You know, that's kinda true. And like, here's the thing. Okay, so she was involved in Shadowlands. Because she stole the Eye of Odin. I don't need that. Wasn't she? I thought that, I thought she was. Didn't we see her in the Maw? Working with the Maw Sworn? Because she was working for the jailer, because she's the one who gave him the Eye of Odin? It's been a while, but I think that's what happened. Warcraft lore. I might remember better, but, like, it's been a while. Like everybody, Shadowlands was a time. Oh, 10 arrows. Don't need that. Helheim is weird. Okay. Basically, the way I understand it, Helheim is like a little portion of Afterlife that Odin carved out, maybe? And he put Helia there just for, like, gathering up Valkyr to serve him in the Afterlife. Bombs. Dang it. Not useful. And yeah, because as I recall, now they're actually making it so that the Shadowlands is entirely something that the Titans created. Like they've like ordered a section of the afterlife to be something specific to their sort of stuff, which I think works. Here's the thing with that one. Nobody liked the Shadowlands lore. It was bad. So, like, I remember when it dropped and some of the complaints that people had was that it makes the afterlife not mysterious anymore. Like, well, now we know where we go. It's one of these 4 places, which I always felt was a little bit of simplification of things. $20. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, a little bit of a simplification of things. But also, with this change, the mystery is back. So the folks who didn't like that there were these 4 zones that we knew about, they are placated because that's just a tiny corner that was carved out by the Titans. $50. I don't care about that. Stumpy gives me the flute. Oh my god, he actually kept it into the Dark World transition this time. Well, that's fun. We're going to go to Hype Cave next. So yeah, basically Helia was in league with the jailer only insofar as she wanted revenge on Odin. And by removing his eye, I think it trapped him in Valhalla, basically. Oh yeah, no, she is absolutely, like, the one villain who is super justified in everything she does. Maybe not everything, but $5, a heart piece, fire shield, bombs. We also got the bow from the guy in the front, so I can actually do Pod and Eastern now. Do I need Pod? Pod is red crystal. We need Pod. Okay. Yeah, like, and this is the thing, is, yes, they have us working for Odin in Legion, and so I don't know that anybody necessarily, I have to think that they knew they were writing an asshole. Like, the fact that the next time we saw him was in Dragonflight, and it was just in that quest line where Viranoth was just like, this guy sucks. And just froze him and was like, I'm taking your dragons and going. 10 arrows, don't need that. That was good. And like, yeah, so I enjoy the Titans somewhat as like concepts in the universe because they are so clearly very fallible, and like they are a proper set of pantheistic deities, except also like not at the level of deities because they can get their asses kicked. Enemies don't ever touch me. I'm holding a monkey. You will scare him away. I did think it was weird. Okay. Legion Remix stuff has this relatively fresh in my mind. At the end of Antorus, we fight Argus. And when Argus dies, Argus goes, ooh, book. Argus goes to the Shadowlands. Book means I can get into the Desert Palace. Argus dies, his soul goes to the Shadowlands, and breaks the Arbiter. I didn't get small key, I need to go this way. That's the whole thing that kicked off the Shadowlands expansion, is the person who judges where your soul goes in the afterlife was broken because something that was never supposed to go there went there. Ow. Arrows requires a bomb. Okay. But also... Ah, come on. But also, immediately before we killed Argus, we also killed Agrimar. And he just immediately went to this, like, the next room with the other Titan Souls. And, like, I guess the explanation is that, like, our Agrimar wasn't pumped full of death. Small key. But it still feels weird. Because it's like, this soul goes across the twisting nether to another plane of reality, and this one goes to the next room. Excuse? There we go. Small key. I am going to go get that other chest. As much as it's probably just a small key, you never do know. But yeah, the fact that, like, Agrimar's soul went there immediately and Magni was like, his soul can now go join his brethren in the seat of the Pantheon. It's all good. And then we kill Argus, and nobody comments on the fact that its soul doesn't go there. Argus is a Titan. It feels like maybe an oversight. Maybe the Titans don't care because it's afterlife stuff, and they're like, Argus wasn't that useful anyway, so whatever. Maybe. I don't have the lamp. This is dangerous. I'm gonna have to do this room in the dark. Alright. I'm gonna have to do this room in the dark. Except not. I'll light a torch. Small key. Are you a small key too? You are a small key too. Okay, that being a small key means Harmless Hellway might be a lamp. Or it could be a map or a compass. That could happen too. Let's find out. 50 bucks. Welp. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm expecting a little much from people. I mean, let's be honest, Magni has encountered Titans dying exactly once before that scene happened. And it was 5 minutes ago. It's not like he's an expert. Based off of the one time I've ever seen this happen before, this is a weird situation. It's like, no. Map, okay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think. Maybe not. that's the edge of the room. Okay. And that's the edge of the room in that direction. There we... maybe? God, I'm trying to visualize the room in my brain. $20. And out we go. Okay. Bombs. Are you funning me? I guess. Okay. I'm gonna go fight the boss. This might suck a little. Are you serious? It's absolutely the right time to be going electric. Okay. God, I bet the mushroom turn in is the lamp. That would make sense. Yes, I am mildly certain that we did run into Helia in the Shadowlands. I don't want to say definitively, though. But it's definitely her vibe. And like her whole... she has actual motivation. Okay, so here's a controversial opinion. I know a lot of people really enjoy Arthas. As like the big great villain of Warcraft history. And I get it. He is... Hang on. Help me be. Wait a minute. There we go. I knew there's torches in this room somewhere. Oh, full refill on everything. He was still a dude. But here's the thing. Like, as soon as he became Lich King, and he's you know, ruling from a throne at the North Pole, I'm like, hey, what's this guy's motivation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He did definitely do what they call these days aura farming. Just by virtue of looking cool as hell. You... There we go. He looked cool as hell. But like Wrath of the Lich King, just all out of nowhere, he decides, I'm going to start sending poison flour or grain or whatever to the cities of the world to make more zombies. You know, just I'm gonna infect people, and it'll suck for them. I'm like, okay, but why though? Like, it just felt like after he had his, like, I know, like, there's the whole thing where, like... Yeah, he had, Archimond. Is this because he had, Ner'zhul in his head, kind of? Like, but also Ner'zhul didn't like the Legion because they put him in a hat. Like, that's the whole reason they put him in a hat, is because, like, he was doing bad for them. And now both of them dislike the demons. It just sometimes, and it's the same way with like, you know, let's even take Illidan in Outland. Like, he's just sort of out there being a dick. I need arrows. I want to be able to see what I'm doing in here. Hang on. Okay, fire rod's helpful here. Yeah, he was like, because I mean, even let's even take, like, we're gonna go total sacrilege here. The Frozen Throne, the end of the Frozen Throne. It ends with him ascending the staircase to the top of Ice Crown, sitting in the throne, and then freezing. And that's the end. I'm like, so he just sits there? And, like, I know he gets a lot of gravitas just because it is Arthas, and he looks so cool, and the Lich King is such a badass name, and he had a great lead up to it. No! No! Alright, that didn't go perfect. He's playing mind chess with his zombie pawns. I guess, yeah, he's just mentally commanding zombies to run around and do things. But I'm like, that sounds boring. I know I've had this discussion with another friend who's very much like, Arthas is the coolest character Warcraft has ever had. And I'm like, I get it, I do. I'm gonna pop back into the light world just so I can go turn in this stupid fungus. Actually, you know what? I'm doing this the stupid way. Save and quit. I'm gonna go to the sanctuary. It's like also with Illidan where they like we find him in the Black Temple, holding the Skull of Gul'dan, just doing blatant villain shit, but also kind of minding his own business a little bit. Like he's basically conquered a whole section of this, what's left of this planet, called it his own, and we're like, we're gonna go fight you, and it's like, well, what's he doing? At that point, he'd already gotten what he wanted out of Kael'thas. And, like, I know that they came along later and, like, did some retcons, and they're like, oh no, he was secretly working against the Legion again. Like, that dude was going back and forth on this thing so many times. Alright, let's turn in this mushroom. Take it. Also, I'm gonna let my bee out. No, I'm not. I don't even have a bee anymore. I don't know. It's weird that, like... Oh boy, heart piece. Okay. It feels weird that we, A, went to his house to fight him, and then B, like, he's a boss, and he's doing stuff. He's doing stuff. I should check the Bombos tablet. That's what I should do first. One rock in the middle of the thing, and I would run right into it, of course. I don't know, sometimes villains lack motivation and suffer for it, but other factors just make you overlook it. They got away with that shit with Arthas. They absolutely could not with the jailer. Oh my god. Alright, what do we got here? 50 bucks. Dang it, I'm like, please be something useful. No. $50. Ow. He does show up in Pestros, that is true. And I do like it when a raid boss... You know what? Okay. I don't want to just make a blanket statement about that, because the jailer menaces us the whole way through the opening area. You know, he's saying things at us when we're going through Torghast a little bit. It's hard to say that that is necessarily a good thing, because sometimes the villain shows up and says things, and you're like, why do I care about you again? Let's check this chest. Map. Okay. Think about it like this. Okay. It happened in WoD too. Like, the opening area for Warlords of Draenor just gave us a little crash course on every single one of the bad guys. And all of them were dull. It was an issue if they put in too many bad guys in the same dungeon, or in the same expansion. Villain fatigue is a thing. There's our big key. What's up here? I did enjoy that in Cataclysm, Deathwing would show up sometimes and just nuke a zone. The hook shot. Okay, that's important, that's necessary, we love to have that. We both have that one friend who is, like, #1 Deathwing fucker. Who I'm sure also would agree that she enjoyed seeing him just show up in nuke zones. Heart piece, okay. That means the last item off of the boss is going to be the compass. And I can't forget this. Garnet is now armed with the Doritos sword. And off we go into the second half of the dungeon. Which I did run earlier, so I'm a little bit practiced. I still managed to bonk that. How? I did enjoy, too, at the end of Dragonflight, they had Farok basically do the Deathwing thing, except instead of, like, randomly appearing and a zone being on fire, you could actually see him flying around. So it was the Deathwing thing, but, like, properly realized. No longer limited by whatever Cataclysm could do. I still remember the time when I was like, me and some guildmates were just all hanging out in Surwich. And just, we were in one of the houses, and then we were all on fire. How? I should have just shot him again. This isn't even a... Why did I think desert was a crystal? Oops. Well, I didn't need that. Okay, well... Oops. Okay. We have the flippers, we have the hook shot. I needed to do desert for the hook shot. It's fine. It's fine. Do I have... I have 2 red crystals. I can check the Pyramid Fairy, which I will do after I do Swamp Palace. I did enjoy the Badlands quests where those guys were talking about how they fought off Deathwing. That was a lot of fun. The fact that, like, I don't know, they're able to embrace that sort of thing. The world is varied. Azeroth contains multitudes. So I definitely should have kept my mushroom. Oh boy, I got a heart piece for it. Totally worth it. Not really. Excuse? Okay. Small key from the first chest, which it always is. This one is map. Okay. Alright, so I still need Titan's Mitts and I need Red Cane. God, the fact that I'm doing this dungeon without the Red Cane. Truly desperate times. I'll still skip that so that I don't need to use the second key. I will not be able to do Diver Down because I am no good at doing it with the bomb method. Red Cane only. Big key? Alright. Titan's Mitt. Sweet. Oh boy. You know what? I don't need that key. I stole one from earlier. So this is actually fine. God, on the one hand, I do find myself saying that I would like to see, like, updated old world content in Warcraft, but also at the same time, I think to myself that they don't really have the time to do that. It was such a massive undertaking in Cataclysm, and a lot of it felt not great because so much of it was rushed and incomplete. That I kind of think that maybe, like, there's 2 or 3 zones at a time like they've been trying to do might be a little bit more realistic. You know? Also, I'm going to find out if it was worth my time to come over here right now. Alright. Full heart container. And 20 bucks. Okay. Not worth coming over here for, but I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't come over here. I would have probably come back in to do 2 more checks. So, like, that's mildly wasted time, but not incredibly wasted time. It's not super far out of the way. God, I know that they've, like, announced... Okay, so we're getting the updated Silver Moon City, of course. But we don't know, like... Silver Moon's getting updated. I don't... Like, they haven't said anything for the Exodar, and I can't imagine that the Exodar would get updated if they didn't tell us it was happening. So they're just gonna have, like... Silver Moon be on its own thing, and then the Exodar are still all old and busted. Ten arrows. Butter sword. It is true, the Exodar does suck. Nobody goes there for a reason. Ether, that might be important. Like, I feel as though some of the problems with the Exodar might be solved from it, A, becoming a city proper that you could fly around in, and B, not being extremely isolated from everything else. Excuse? Yes, we are shaving an eyeball with our butter sword. No. Give me some space, man. Weird thing to say about my stream. Really good in both your... really good in your car's audio. Nice. Do I blame myself? Do I blame my microphone? It's probably mostly microphone. It's not even super fancy, it's just a Yeti. Okay, well we got butter sword out of there. Now, I guess next step is going to be Pyramid Fairy. I need to do Turtle Rock. I don't need to do Turtle Rock. Oh, shit. I might be able to beat the game right now. Just mission to Best Buy because they have your DJ headphones in. You're like, if I avoid going there tomorrow morning, this would be good. Arrive there 6 minutes before closing. Nice. I know all of us former retail workers understand that it's sometimes questionable to arrive just before closing, but also, you are on a mission, you're looking for one thing, you're not browsing. I'm relatively certain you shop like me. There you go, see, it was all packaged up and ready for you at the front desk. That's not even a hassle. In fact, it's a good thing you showed up, because that means they didn't have to worry about putting it away and locking it up or anything. It's like when I go out for lunch at work. If I can, I will place an order for the food ahead of time, so when I get there, it's just ready to get picked up. Still with the lack of red cane, I am going to have to do Ice Palace the old-fashioned way. But not so old-fashioned that I'm actually doing it as intended in the original game. We will still sequence break, but we will have to do what I like to call the legendary Ice Palace bomb jump. I can't believe I just walked into that skeleton. Take that heart. Hint tile, what do you got for me? Armor's in Lost Woods. I know that, I'm wearing it. Ow. Okay. Let's line up this bomb jump. Ow. Too far down. God. This... Why? She's backing up way further than I intended. Garnet, stop throwing it back. What the... Excuse me? That looked right. That looked in the right spot. This... I might have to drink my blue potion here. Why is this not working? I'm almost out of bombs. I'm clearly rusty on the Ice Palace bomb jump. Yeah, no. Huh. Oh my god. On the last bomb. Excuse? Okay. Apparently. My god. I've never had that kind of trouble with it before. Tiny magic, I don't need you. God, for a second I was like, hopefully, I thank God I don't need more bombs, but I might need more bombs. Do I have the big key yet? I don't. Now I have the big key. Okay, so here's the thing. This room here, I'm supposed to blow up a section of floor over by the stairs. But I can do that instead. Give me compass. Alright. Here's where the workaround comes in. I can't kill you. I don't have bombs. I'm leaving. This room is dangerous for me right now. These guys drop bombs, possibly. Okay, we will... Let's get that. We will continue on to iced tea. And also, we will go upstairs to check the room that we normally would go through when we're taking this dungeon from the backside, but we couldn't go that way this time because we don't have the red cane. Small key. God, I can't even believe just one bomb left in my inventory. I came in here with 10. I've been getting bombs all over the place. Luckily I have the hook shot, so I don't need to worry about bomb jumping in here. I do not recall how to bomb jump in that room. I would not trust myself to get it right on the first try. Hell, I know how to bomb jump in the room that I screwed up so many times. What does that tell you? Alright, there's 2 chests up here. Let's get them. Hey, are any of these bombs? Yeah, some of them are bombs. I need to pull this tongue. Hang on. Heart piece. Alright. And... icebreaker room chest is the red cane, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I needed to do this that way. It wasn't a factor of maybe I could have gotten the red cane otherwise. No, the red cane was in the place that I normally access using the red cane. Fantastic. Yeah, you know what? That's the placement that really, it just railroads you in one way of doing this place. Which, fair enough. It's like if you do a dungeon, and then at the end they give you something that would have made the entire dungeon so much easier. The game is just saying, hey, remember that bomb jump you struggled with? It's a shame you couldn't have gotten in here first. You wouldn't have had to do it. Okay. We're gonna fight this guy again for the second time tonight. Fought him once when I was warming up, and now again. No, you guys are supposed to all go in the corner. Okay. They all died in the corner, it's fine. Compass, heart piece. And crystal. Which means my last crystal is located in Misery Mire. Which I can beat now because I got the red cane. God, I'm glad I didn't try to do Misery Mire before I came here. I don't know that I can do Misery Mire. Odds are good, but it's possibly not. Also, I'm going to spend some money real quick. I do not trust myself to not screw up a bunch in the next dungeon like I did in the last one. Okay. If Misery Mire is Ether or Bombos to get in, we're good. If it's Quake, we're hunting for items. And it is Ether. Okay. Then we're in go mode then. I don't need silver arrows to fight Ganon. I don't need more than one bottle. I don't need bug net. Yeah, from here on out, we just run to everything. Oh my gosh. Wizrobes are bullying me. I'll take that 8-bomb pack instead. With that, I don't care about the 4-bomb pack. There's only 2 items in this dungeon, and I might not care about them, depending on what I find. If this first chest is the big key, we have stumbled upon what we've referred to in the community as Godmire, because we can just step in, grab one thing, and then leave. Well, not leave, but go directly to the boss. Big key. Okay, it's kind of Godmire. Oh my gosh. I say it's kind of Godmire because I also realized I never found the lamp. And this place do kind of stink without the lamp. But we'll see what we can do. Fortune favors the bold and all that. Because this room is going to be pitch black. Oh right, that's this room. Where is... Oh my god. Hang on a second. I am not doing this place in the dark. Let me check a couple of things out here real quick. Oh my god. Terrible. Oh, silver arrows, 20 bucks. Okay. Silver arrows will at least give me the ability to fight Ganon a little bit easier. Hang on a second. There is a fairy fountain here. Get my health back. I'm going to have a look at Checkerboard Cave real quick. If Checkerboard Cave has a lamp, then we're golden. If not, then I'll keep looking through Misery Mire here. There's 2 items in Mire, and I found neither of them. Bombs. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I do got to do this room again. No, that wasn't so bad. It's not compared to the last time. I love it. I'm like, we're in go mode, and then I realize immediately, wait a minute, this sucks. What are you? Heart piece. One more item in the dungeon. You know what? I'm not gonna go for cutscene chest. I'm instead gonna try this one over here first. The lamp! Holy shit. It's exactly what I wanted. And I got the rail clip on the first try. Okay. Misery Meyer, very forgiving this time around. I did give that cursed attempt my good old college try, as they say. It is coming up Millhouse just a little bit. I'm going to grab this full magic here, because I'm a little bit low now. God. I hope that other people try to do this place in the dark. This is what I was dealing with. All of these things spitting. What do you... And the hitbox on these blocks landing on those things is so stupidly precise. And I would have had to do this in the dark? Ow. I'm even having trouble doing it not in the dark. What does that tell you? This place is tricky. There's a reason they don't call it Happiness Mire. I expected there to be a pot there. Kara has finished the seed already. Hour and 32 minutes. She's fast. Just take a hit off of that thing, whatever. We have the silver arrows now. But also I have the cape. There we go. He's a very mighty boss. Alright, last crystal. We get to climb the mountain now. God, I know earlier I was like, ooh, I have both red crystals. I can go do Pyramid Fairy. It's not gonna happen. I didn't even check East Death Mountain. At least not in the Dark World anyway. Okay. No! Oh gosh, I'm frozen out. Okay. We'll go around this way. Gotta be faster than waiting for that dead rock to reset. Sartaz just finished. In we go. I am confident in my ability to not be last. God, there's other things I should be checking. Like, I would go look at the ether tablet, except there's no reason to. I'm not going to get anything there that I really will benefit from. I've got the best sword. I've got decent armor. I got pretty good shield. I got silver arrows. Yeah, literally no reason. Got pretty solid health. Like, bottles might be nice, but also not really necessary. I'm not even going to open up Turtle Rock. I'm not even going to look at Super Bunny Cave or Hookshot Cave. Directly to the boss. we have discipline this time around. Now there's been seeds where I've been like, oh, I can just go fight the end boss. And then I mucked around and looked at things anyway. Because the compulsion to open chests is strong. Bonk. Let's see what we get. Okay, well there's the big key. And a small key. Okay, let's go up the tower. What? I want those arrows. Let's use a little magic there. Yeah, we'll use a little here too. Arrows, sure. Ow. No! I'll take that hurt, I guess. Okay, that probably wasn't worth getting. I don't have the powder. Okay. We're out of magic. We are almost out of health. Perfect opportunity to use that. Alright, off we go. Red cane for this room. Wizrobes be dropping bombs today. That didn't go where I wanted it to. Oh my god. I am struggling with these guys for no real reason. Like, I haven't had trouble with those guys in ages. What's happening? I'm gonna grab these. I used a bunch of magic getting up there. 300 rupees. And small key. Well, small key might be useful. Ten arrows. Alright, let's go. One more chest in this dungeon. Maybe it'll be something useful. I will open the last chest. Just because. 20 bucks. Usually is that. I'm finding. I'm at least good at that room. Alright, let's fight us a wizard. One hit. Miserable. No hits. Still just one. Alright. Maybe still just one? Two. Oh my god. His attacks are staggered such that they're difficult to bounce back at him. There we go. Okay, I've landed 6 hits. God. Okay, I need to be careful about going in to fight Ganon. I don't have any backup magic because I drank my blue potion. And I'm low on health. I am going to go grab the fairy from the tree. Tree fairy? I'll even get my last heart back from him. There we go. Alright. Let's go fight a pig. Think you're so smart. I bet you didn't know you can't hum while holding your nose closed. I am not going to test your theory, pig. Okay, we're doing all right. Don't you do it, Mr. Pig. Alright, 4 hits. We got him. That was a pretty clean Ganon fight. I don't think he... No, he hit me with a bat once. I took 3 hearts of damage. Whatever. Done. Alright, 3rd place. I'll take that. Honk. That wasn't first check for me. Oh, it would have been fun if it was, though. I started the house. Okay, well, yeah, that was a solid race. I guess I'll look forward to seeing when Saku does it async, I'm sure. I'm not 100% sure how the rest of this month is going to look for Saku-Racing League. Sassafras' Homecoming. I always like how they change his name in the credits. Yeah, like obviously... Okay, so we have next Friday, which is fine. Oh, there's Taco. 30 seconds after me. I like doing house because if I find the gloves, I can do back of escape while I'm up in Sanctuary. Or if I find the flute, then I can go to the village and activate it. Plus, Uncle is really quick to get to and he gives me a tree pull. You never know, tree pull can be very useful. Also, there's one of the other streamers that I watch. They like to do this route where they'll walk down to the south of Kakariko. Okay, pedestal was just health. They'll walk to the south of Kakariko because the shrubs in front of the grove have a 50-50 chance of having bombs. So, like, sometimes you can do that. We don't need bombs for the south of Kakariko because we have the boots to get through the, the sealed-up door. And yeah, I often do the tree pull south of Lumberjack too, but I'm finding if it's something valuable, like if I get 80 rupees, then that's a good thing to get out of 2 trees. Oh man, who made this garnet sprite? Artho. Okay. I don't know, early on I like to maximize how much cash I've got on hand, which actually finding the flippers was actually a little bit of a disservice, because I was like, oh no, that's how I get into the Houlihan room. First sword, 36 minutes, first sword, 36 seconds. This was give a ton of 300s very early, yeah. Flute, 40 minutes, mirror, almost 17 minutes, 1 fighter sword kill, 3 master sword kills, 1 tempered sword, 5 gold sword. I only didn't do a swordless kill. This was not the seat for that. Oh, 900 damage taken, 1800 magic used, 45 bonks, 7 saves and quits, no deaths. Lamp! Lamp was in Misery Mire. It was in... I think it was in the chest that you need to, it was in the chest that you need to hit the button in the room with the fire snake. I was like, I went to go into the basement of Misery Mire, and I said to myself, I don't want to do Misery Mire without the lamp. At least not the second half of it, because I'm bad at that dark room. Those dark rooms kick my ass every time. And so I'm like, I'm going to check Mire Shed, I'm going to check Checkerboard, and then I'm going to search Misery Mire to see what's going on in there. And goddamn if the second item I found in Misery Mire wasn't the lamp, and I was like, thank God. Oh man. Yeah, between the trolley placement of the lamp and the trolley placement of the red cane, I was like, this was trying to trick me real hard. But we got that better sword. Yeah, exactly. And that's extra trolley, is the fact that they gave you the big key in the first chest to make it into Godmire, and then you're like, oh no, but I can't see in the dark. It makes you want to try it. And I did try it, and then I almost died, and I said, I'm getting the hell out of here, and just mirrored out. I filled up my health at the fairy fountain inside of Desert Palace, and then I said, we're gonna search.